Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel. My name is Tony, this is the 15-Minute Gamer, and welcome to my review of BattleBit Remastered. So I played some of the playtests, and now this game is out. So is it the Battlefield killer everybody says it is? Just remember, these are my opinions only, and I like to give you both sides, both positive and negative, to help you make an informed choice. Also, this footage is all taken from my first few games. Just don't judge me because some of it's pretty bad. The game costs £12 or $15. I want to start off by saying, for a 3-person team, creating something like this is super impressive. I think they've done a fantastic job, and they put in a load of features we as a community have been asking for ages. So you just know for that the game does amazingly. And I will say one of the biggest pros for me is it works, which is a rare thing in today's gaming market. I haven't seen any bugs, there's been no connection issues or anything like that. I installed it, loaded it up first time, just as it dropped, and it worked perfectly. So first off, I'm going to look at the graphics, because I think that's one of the first things people are going to say about this game. Yes, it doesn't look great, but I would say don't be put off by them. Even though it looks like something created in Roblox, it can run on pretty much any PC, which is really good. And also, it runs super smooth, and I never saw any slowdown, even with loads going on. And I think it has a certain charm to it and fits well with what they're trying to do. So yeah, don't be put off by them. So gunplay is pretty decent, it's accurate, it's quick, and the hitboxes seem to track right. Time to kill isn't terrible. I would say it's almost right, but I think it needs load a little bit, as sometimes it felt a bit too quick for me. But apart from that, time to kill is pretty spot on. I would say one of the biggest areas this game is lacking is sound design. It's pretty poor, and especially in 127x127 mode, it's just constant noise, and you can't really work out what's happening. However, what's really cool is there's proximity voice. You can even hear enemies talking, and when you kill them, the microphone stays on for a few seconds later, so it's usually quite funny to hear them swearing at you when you've killed them. However, be prepared sometimes to have your ears blown out by a screaming 9-year-old, as there seems to be a lot of them on there. You can also drag bodies. This is a great feature, and I'd love to see this in more games. Destructible maps and environments, however, we'll come back to that. I love the nighttime maps with working night vision and point shooting. There's lasers everywhere. It looked great. Tons of weapons and a functional and decently in-depth attachment customization system and skin. Loads of maps of different modes, and you can play with or without vehicles, daytime or nighttime. You vote at the end of each round what map you want, if you want day or night or whatever. Custom servers are always a welcome addition to any game. And I also love the spectator camera, so basically you can just watch the battle and you can turn things on. You can zoom and look anywhere around the map, and you can fly around, get a god's eye view of what's happening. And I can imagine if you have a large community and the community is just your server, that's going to get some great footage. However, it's not all good. There are some negatives, and I feel too many people are overlooking these. But yeah, I just want to mention them. So there is a bit of a contrasting gameplay element speed, as I say. So it's super fast movement, gunplay is fast, and very fast respawn times. However, the healing and reviving and medic stuff is all quite slow. Also, the weapons kind of reload in a realistic way, and that just doesn't kind of mix with the ultra fast gameplay elements. I think the slower elements need sped up a little bit. You can play 127x127, 64x64, or 32x32. You may think 127x127 sounds great, but I found it just didn't play well enough for me. Simply put, there was just too many players to have in one map. I found it to be a bit too much on the uncontrolled chaos side of things, and there was just huge stalemates most of the time when I checked out these modes. 64x64 was kind of where it's at for me. I enjoyed that mode a lot more. 32x32 is also a lot of fun, but it can feel a little bit low on maps. Also, this might just be me, but I found out the games went on a little bit too long. I was often a little bit bored by the end of just running, gun and dying, running, gun and dying. So I think I would like to see the ticket system reduced a little bit just to speed these rounds up. Also, a lot of reviews point out the fully destructible environments. However, that's not entirely true. It's actually just certain walls and buildings that can be destroyed. Most of the environmental elements, i.e. containers, HESCO blocks, the stationary vehicles, props, etc., can't be destroyed. So yeah, just bear that in mind. Progression is also painfully slow, I found, and therefore the game seems quite grindy. I think this needs sped up. However, what I will say, despite some issues there, I enjoyed it way more than I did Battlefield 2042 for a fraction of the price. It runs great, netcode just works, and it's quite enjoyable to play. So yeah, guys, that's all I have to say. Remember, if you have any comments or views or like the video and you want to subscribe for more content, feel free, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.